Cutting and Scale guys, next is here, and I'm going to be going through the vendor weapons this week. It's the Tuesday 23rd of May. So we're going to start off with Crucible, and we have Zero Day Dilemma. I'm going to run through these quick because I know you won't want to be watching crappy guns. This isn't too bad as Third Eye, Rifle Barrel, Focus Fire if you like the slower rate of fire but additional damage. It's not amazing. I mean, the extra range is nice and everything, but I think it would fire a bit too slow. I know you get extra damage, but it'll fire well too slow and you get killed beforehand. Party Favor, Third Eye again, Small Bore, Quick Outlaw, and that's Sure Shot. It's actually not bad. I mean, as far as pulse rifles go, Third Eye is always good perk. Has a Small Bore for the extra bit of range you need it, or Feather Mag, and then it has Outlaw for headshots, and it has Sure Shot, so it's not a bad pick this week. Would be amazing though. Hero Formula, Return to Sender, not amazing. Yeah, this wouldn't be an amazing roll this week. Then we have Palindrome, which is always, actually, it's always a decent roll each week. It's just this week it's not as good as the rest of them. Like, it has Hidden Hand, Small Bore, not amazing because you'd rather Rifle Barrel or something, and it has Outlaw or Last Resort, which Last Resort is actually not a bad perk or near as Outlaw. Has True Sight as well. Considering it's just Small Bore, I would put off getting it this week. I don't think it's a great choice this week. Each new day, I'll swap Brace Frame, Hip Fire. It's not amazing roll. Curtain Call, Full Auto Reinforce actually has a bit of range on it, has knee pads as well for people who would like sliding in around the place like some sort of snake. Still wouldn't get it though because shotguns are in a bad place at the moment. Anton's Rule is actually not bad for a sidearm. Has rangefinder, snapshot, lightweight, and relentless tracker or feeding frenzy, which is it's just like Outlaw perk, except this is just kills. It's not like you have to get headshots. Has Sure Shot or True Sight. It's not bad. I mean, there's no hidden hand or anything on it like the Wormwood was, I don't know how long ago. But it's actually a pretty decent sidearm this week. The Event Horizon isn't bad this week. As Hidden Hand, you got your Quick Draw. You'd probably go for Quick Draw instead of Casket Mag. And then you got Underdog, which is actually good for a sniper when if you're getting Scout Rifled or something. And has Short Case as well, which is always good for short range and for like if you're one-on-one with someone in close range, it's always a good scope to have. Chaotic Neutral, Crowd Control, and they stocked. You don't really want that because you reduce your range to bits. Eye of the Storm, Take a Knee, yeah, it's not amazing. Then you have something Wicked, which does have its tracking, and it has Field Scout, but you wouldn't get in PvP anyway. You won't get your triple rockets because you need triple tube and Field Scouts, 3 rockets. Yeah, I wouldn't really pick this. I mean, it's a decent roll if you need a rocket launcher, but I'm sure everyone has, or is probably using like a Truth or something like that when heavy spawns. Right, running in the Vanguard this week have the Continental, which has Glass Half Full, Small Bore, Armor Piercing, Focus Fire, sort of like the Crucible auto rifle, except a Small Bore. It doesn't have much range on this one though. It has Focus Fire though. As I said, slower rate fire but extra damage. Actually not bad in this gun because it's a high rate of fire one, so you actually have a chance of getting the damage up, but it's still not really worth it. I don't really like the Focus Fire perk anyway. You got Parthian Shot with Counterbalance, Brace Frame, Rifle Barrel, Outlaw, Take a Knee, or Sure Shot as well. It's actually a really good roll this week. I mean, you got your pretty much you can get max ability on this with these 2 perks. Then you have your Outlaw or Take a Knee. I say you go with Outlaw. That's actually a very good roll this week. I might get this. Basically, it's gonna be like a laser shot, and it's one of those low rate of fire with high impact. But I mean, the stability on this gun is ridiculous, and it has Sure Shot as well for that extra target acquisitioning. That's a good roll. Might get that this week. You get some marks. So, Angel's Advocate, Firefly, Perfect Balance, Armor Piercing, Life Support, or Who's Next. It's an alright roll. Firefly's always nice in the scout rifle. Armor piercing. I think it is a good roll, but I wouldn't fancy it myself. I mean, you have other substitutes for that, like I have a hung jury, so I'm never going to take that off anyway. This has reinforced barrel, Icarus, and third eye. Sure shot. It's actually a decent roll as well. It's not like it was 2 weeks ago, I think, when it was a god roll, but it's actually a really good roll. Third eye, right, reinforced, so you get an extra range, and you have your relentless or Icarus. It's sort of like the palindrome that came out a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, where it was had Icarus and rifled and rangefinder. This just has third eye instead. It's not a bad roll, but as I said, you probably have a palindrome, so you won't be buying that one. The X Asterisk, Ice Storm, Brace Frame, Rifle Barrel for extra range, Icarus. I think that's the most useless perk I've ever seen for a fusion rifle, because you're never in airborne with a fusion rifle unless you're using the Warlock, Sunsinger's Warlock Angel perk. As hipfire as well, you probably use hipfire instead. It's actually not bad as the good range, but still fusion rifles aren't in an amazing place at the moment, so it wouldn't really get that. And then we got Teacup Tempest, which does have rangefinder, snapshot, feeding frenzy, or relentless tracker, sure shot, true sight as well. Not bad either. It's not as good as the Wormwood, but it's not a bad roll either if you need a sidearm. And we got Occam's Razor, full auto rifle barrel, cascade, knee pads. Not bad either. You've got your knee pads with extra range as well, so you can slide in, as I said, like a snake. It's actually not bad that week. I'm not a fan of shotguns, so I'm not going to buy it, but you got Taking Knee on the 7 cents, armor piercing, triple tap or perfectionist. It does have the two different sights. They're fun to use actually. But again, this isn't a great roll. PvP, maybe. Guys, armor piercing. I still wouldn't be happy with this in PvP either. It's one of those low impact and high rate of fire ones as well, which I don't think are a great sniper and archetype. We got Bone Crusher, which has persistence, armor piercing, small bore, unflinching, and spray and play. Yeah, it's not an amazing roll. And you have Dissembly Required, which does have grenades and horseshoes, which is actually good for PvP. So if you miss, it blows up around them. Quick Draw, Vacuum, Danger Close. I wouldn't. That's not a good roll. I wouldn't get it.
The Vanguard, thank you.
If I could, do you think I could?
Dead Orbit, always looking to help.
Right, with the edgy emo now, and he has Extremophile, which does a rangefinder, hammer forge, rodeo, extended mag, or quick draw. Does it have a sure shot? No, it doesn't. It does have a good bit of range extra on it with rangefinder and hammer forge. Or you can go for rodeo if you need that extra stability, but it's not a bad roll. Keystone looks very tasty this week. It has Hidden Hand, Hammer Forge, or Outlaw, and it has Extended Mag. This actually would be pretty decent PvE wise with the quick Outlaw and Extended Mag. PvP, it's actually not bad either. It has range, but it has Hidden Hand, has a bit of range. Has Extended Mag, but quick draw you probably use PvP more often because you don't really run out of bullets much in PvP. Whereas the Cum has Accelerated Cause, Rangefinder, has unflinching. As I said, it's an alright roll. Has extra range, a bit of extra stability and stuff, but as I said, fusion rifles not great at the moment. Last Ditch, on around, small bore, third. Yeah, this is not a good roll at all. Bitter Edge, Taking Knee, small bore, triple tap, armor piercing, and again, this is not a great roll. Cluster Bomb, Javelin, Spray and Play, or Field Scout. Sort of like the Crucible rocket launcher, except instead of tracking as cluster bomb. Not amazing roll either. With Chaos side piece now, and we're going into the whale, which is Firefly, perfect balance, triple tap, high caliber, and yeah, this isn't a great roll, even PvP wise, maybe with Firefly and triple tap, or PvE wise. Still, it only has it's one of those really low rate of fires, but really high impact, and it has 7 mag in the mag, so I wouldn't really use the PvE. You'd run out of bullets way too quick. The walls this week: counterbalance, hammer forged, third eye, or flared magwell, and sure shot as well. Not the worst, but I've seen better rolls in this archetype of pulse rifle, which is pretty high rate of fire and low impact. The weighting is like the pulse rifle or fusion rifle from Dead Orbit. Rangefinder, unflinching, accelerated coils. Not great. This is like the Dead Orbit scout rifle as well. It's hidden hand, outlaw, high caliber. Maybe PvE wise might be good. PvP, not so much. Maybe actually the high caliber and hidden hand might actually come in handy. Perfect balance for extra stability or outlaw. It's actually not a bad weapon this week for PvP. Wormwood is reactive reload, hand loaded. Flared magwell, yeah, it's nothing like he used to be. That's a terrible roll. Then we have tracking, perfect balance, flared. Yeah, this is a terrible roll as well. Wouldn't get it this week. Okay, mnemonically this week we have assembly 2. Has hidden hand, extended mag. Not a great roll because sure shot, you wouldn't be effective at a good range, and it's a bullet hose as well, so you kind of need the range. Wouldn't be happy with that roll. We have free will, which does have rangefinder and hammer forged, so it has a good bit of range on it. High caliber rounds, which is good as well. This isn't a bad roll this week. Yeah, does have sure shot, has true sight. Not a bad roll. This is actually a pretty good roll. Rangefinder, hammer forged. For the extra range, you probably want rifle there instead, but I take the extra, that's double range perks, and then you've got high caliber or quick draw. You probably go for HCO rounds because, well, stagger targets. Impeacher has the double range as well, rangefinder, hand loaded, snapshot and sure shot. Not bad. It's one of those really high rate of fire, like it's max rate of fire and then low impact. I mean, everyone has a wormwood to say at this stage, so it wouldn't be amazing.
Confirmed.
Crowd control, perfect balance. Okay, this is just trash. Hidden hand on the deposition, small bore, HCR rounds. Not a great one. Has ambush as well, but it's still not a great. I wouldn't say it's a great sniper this week. First citizen is Eye of the Storm, perfect balance, army 1, high caliber. Still, again, I wouldn't say it's great this week. Alright, that's it from me today. Just another note: there's no good, really good artifacts this week. So I'd probably save those legacy coins for next week. If you liked the video, give us a like, and if you want to see more content, subscribe. I'm sure you all know the drill by now. So, but that's it from me. I'll talk to you in the next one.